Hey guys, Kevin here with Spot Zero. If you're watching this video, chances are you just received your Spot Zero Mobile Pro Mini. In the rest of this video, we're going to cover everything from what's in the box, how to get started, basic operation, all the way through maintenance and filter replacement. So stay tuned. Here we have the new Mobile Pro Mini. It's the most compact and high-performance water purifier utilizing reverse osmosis. It's designed for boats up to 40 feet, and we're purifying the water into spot-free water that's going to enhance your boating experience. Now we'll go over some of the features. To start with, we move to an all-internal plumbing design, which is CNC routed anodized aluminum. Next, we've got our capacitive touchscreen LCD display. Followed by that, we've got polyester marine grade rope handles. In all four corners, we have non-marking and non-slip feet. At the other end, we have easily removable wheels that slide in and out. And the greatest feat of all, we were able to reduce the size quite a bit. As you can see, my arm in relative length to the unit, so it's very, very small. Transport's nice and easy, so you can take it on the go or leave at the dock. Here's all the items that you are going to have when you get your Mobile Pro Mini. First, your pre-filter and two membranes, which are going to come pre-installed inside the unit, one set of removable wheels, a TDS meter, and a manual. So now we have our Mobile Pro Mini, and we're going to cover everything you need to get started. Beginning with two hoses, a hose nozzle, the electrical cord, and your water and electrical receptacle on your dock. First thing you'll want to do is secure the plumbing connections. For this, you'll need two 3/4 inch garden hoses. For best performance, use as short of a hose as possible with 25-foot maximum length. It's important that your hoses are rated with a minimum of 150 psi pressure rating to avoid rupturing. First, remove the Spot Zero output and tap water feed input storage caps labeled on the system. Now you're ready to complete the plumbing connections. You'll connect a feed water hose to the Mobile Pro Mini, attach one 3/4 inch male hose to the feed water source, attach the other end of the feed water hose into the Mobile Pro Mini connection port labeled tap water feed input. Next, you'll connect the output hose, which will be your functional hose, providing you pure water. Connect your second 3/4 inch hose directly to the Mobile Pro Mini connection port labeled Spot Zero output. This will be the hose that you use for washdowns and fill your boat's water tank with Spot Zero water. The Mobile Pro Mini is equipped with a concentrate outlet fitting. This outlet will discharge the bad water overboard so that you are left with pure water for usage. You may run this fitting in between or off the end of your dock. If you need to extend this line, you could add more fittings and route the discharge overboard to your preferred location. The last thing you'll need to do is power up the Mobile Pro Mini. The Mobile Pro Mini is equipped with a 6-foot electrical cord. If your power source is located further away, we'd recommend a high-quality 12-gauge extension cord that does not exceed 25 feet. Ensure the Mobile Pro Mini is plugged into a GFCI protected AC power receptacle that allows 115 to 120 volt. Once your Mobile Pro Mini has power, the LCD display will turn on. During initial startup, the display screen will flash "Standby." Once you are ready to use the Mobile Pro Mini, turn on the pressurized tap water feed. This will start to feed water through the Mobile Pro Mini for water purification. The Mobile Pro Mini will begin its startup procedure, and the LCD screen will display priming, This process should only take 1 to 2 minutes. Once the priming is complete, the system will briefly display ready. You may hear the pump turn on, and the LCD screen will display running. This indicates the system is ready for use. During startup and normal running operation, the Mobile Pro Mini will display important system information such as feed pressure, pump pressure, filter and membrane hours, and lifetime system hours. Now you're ready to use your Spot Zero Mobile Pro Mini. The Mobile Pro Mini can be used to rinse with spot-free water directly from the hose and can be used to fill a boat's tank. Use the Mobile Pro Mini output hose as your functional washdown hose. Ensure there are no kinks in the hose and feel free to begin washing down. Your nozzle may affect your spraying range, so feel free to play around with different nozzles to maximize spraying power. Another way you can use the Mobile Pro Mini is to fill your onboard freshwater tank for on-the-go spot-free water. This can be useful in many situations. While out fishing, the deck can get messy. Rinse down blood and scales. On your way back, rinse your engines, T-top, isinglass, and other equipment with ultra-pure Spot Zero water throughout the day. To fill the tank, insert your hose nozzle into the freshwater tank's inlet. After you are done using the Mobile Pro Mini, it's time for shutdown. First, the Mobile Pro Mini needs to be flushed. To do so, stop the water flow from your boat hose and allow the system to perform an auto flush. After auto flushing, turn off the tap water feed source. This will trigger the Mobile Pro Mini to automatically begin the final shutdown. It is normal for the LCD display to momentarily show low FP after the tap water feed supply has been shut off. The system will be in standby mode until you disconnect from the power source. After each shutdown, disconnect the Mobile Pro Mini from the power supply and all plumbing connections. Disconnect the tap water feed input hose and Spot Zero output hose and recover connections with the storage caps provided. It is recommended to use the Mobile Pro Mini as much as possible. When you're not rinsing your boat, feel free to wash your house windows, car, or even dog. At a minimum, we require the system to be flushed at least once a month for a minimum of 5 minutes. If this is not possible, please continue to storage procedures explained later in this video. Now let's take a look at our LCD display and maintenance reminders. The Mobile Pro Mini features a backlit, capacitive touch LCD display, which is equipped with smart maintenance tracking capabilities and pre-programmed maintenance reminders. Let's start with the pre-filter maintenance reminders. At 90 hours, the LCD will display order filter. At this time, go ahead and order your pre-filter. At 100 hours, the LCD will display change filter and flash a red light fault LED. It is now time to replace your pre-filter. It is critical to replace your pre-filter on or even before schedule for optimized system performance. If your pre-filter has not been replaced, the fault LED will flash a red light indicator and the LCD will display filter past due. Next, we're going to discuss the membranes and the Spot Zero Mobile Pro Mini's maintenance reminders. At 490 hours, the LCD will display order membrane and flash a red light fault LED, notifying you that it's time to order both of your RO membranes. You will need to order 2. At 500 hours, the LCD will display change membrane and flash a red light fault LED. It is now time to replace both of your RO membranes. If the membrane changes past due, the fault LED will flash a red light indicator and the LCD screen will display membrane past due. You may experience longer or shorter membrane effective lifespan depending on your feed water quality and maintenance practices. If you experience decreased hose pressure and high ppm, it may be time to replace your membranes. Now that you've went ahead and ordered your pre-filter, let's show you how to replace it. Here's the tools required to replace your pre-filter. You're going to need a Phillips head screwdriver, some food grade silicone, and a pair of pliers. What you're going to want to do first is disconnect all your plumbing connections and electrical power. Second step, if you loosen up your wheel locks here, you're going to want to lift up on the unit and slide the wheels off. Next step, you're going to take your Phillips screwdriver and you're going to remove all 6 faceplate screws. There will be water inside the Mobile Pro Mini, so it's probably best that you do this outside. After removing all the screws, place both hands on the end plate and carefully wiggle and pull the end plate out. Your pre-filter is located in the top left of the plate here. Go ahead and reach your arm if you can and pull the pre-filter out. Notice the direction. It has an arrow of the existing pre-filter. So once that's removed, take your new pre-filter. Again, pay attention to the arrows. You won't have any seal on this side, which gets inserted first. And then go ahead and take some food grade silicone and lubricate what we call the chevron seal on the end. And then again, paying attention to the arrow's direction, go ahead and gently slide that pre-filter in the hole all the way. Next, we're going to either replace or inspect all of our O-rings. So if you have them in your kit, go ahead and replace. For these purposes, all of our O-rings are in great condition. And there will be 3. Before putting the end plate back on, there's also another little membrane product O-ring inside of this metal cylinder here. You can re-lubricate that or replace it if needed. Take both hands on the end plate and we're going to line this up with the membrane in here, right in the center. And you'll feel it. And go ahead and hold it together. Before you put your screws back in, we recommend Tough Gel or any corrosion eliminator or anti-seize. Now that we've replaced our pre-filter, it's important to note we have a cleaner on the initial startup of every pre-filter. So how we're going to utilize this is we're going to connect all of our hoses, leave the power disconnected, turn on your dock water, let it run out of the brine discharge for about 30 seconds, and then turn off your dock water. You're going to let the solution soak inside the mobile unit for 30 minutes, but up to 24 hours. Of course, the longer you let it soak, the better your system performance is going to be. Once you've replaced the pre-filter, you'll now need to reset your pre-filter maintenance hours. To do so, leave your dock water off and disconnected. Go ahead and plug in the Mobile Pro Mini. And at the same time, press select and set for 3 seconds to unlock the LCD display. Now we're unlocked. Once the touchscreen is unlocked, hit select until you get to filter hours, Then press set until you reach reset hours. Hold set and select for 3 seconds until you see saved. We have just completed the pre-filter replacement. Now let's get into membrane replacement. So the system is pre-programmed to alert you at every 500 hours to replace them. What you're gonna need is maybe a pair of pliers, a Phillips screwdriver, some food grade silicone, some anti-seize, and of course your Mobile Pro Mini. First step is we're gonna make sure that all of our hoses are disconnected as well as our power. We're gonna begin with the hose side end plate first. So what I'm doing is removing the wheels. Undo your little wheel lock. Simply slide off your wheels and put these over to the side. Next, we're gonna remove the 6 screws from the end plate. Firmly grasp the outer end plate and slowly pull it away. Your first membrane is going to be located in the bottom right side of the end plate. If you can, go ahead and reach with your hand. If you're having difficulty, grab a pair of pliers and don't pull from the center. You're going to want to pull on the black splines here, okay? Before replacing your membrane, check both product end tubes for damage, and then also check your brine seal for any nicks or deformities. If the chevron or brine seal does have any deformities or nicks, please do not use it. This is and only goes in one direction, so again, remember that the seal goes in last. And do not forget to use your food grade silicone. Again, lubricating that seal so that it goes in nice and easy. Before reinstalling the end plate, again, either replace or inspect the 3 O-rings in the outer end plate. And if you need to, re-lubricate them. Take your end plate with 2 hands. We've just replaced one membrane, which is on the hose end. We're going to repeat the process on the LCD display side now. First step, remove your screws. Grasp the end plate with 2 hands and gently remove. The membrane is located in the upper left side of the end plate. Again, take a pair of needle nose. Remember not to pull from the product tube, but inside the splines on the end. So we're going to pull the membrane out carefully. Pay attention to how it comes out because the next one will need to go in the same exact way. As you'll notice, the side without the brine seal goes in first. Remember to pay attention to your end ports, making sure those aren't damaged. Check your brine seal for any nicks or deformities. Again, if you do notice any, do not use it. And before inserting all the way, take your lubricant and just lubricate your seal so that it goes in nice and easy. Push the membrane in all the way very carefully until it stops. Inspect, replace, and check your O-ring before putting it back together. In this case, our O-ring is good, so we're just gonna add a little bit more silicone to it. Before reinstalling the end plate, there's also a product O-ring located within this metal cylinder. Make sure that is re-lubricated or replaced. And you're going to line this up with the membrane's product tube, as well as centralize the entire outer plate so that it can come closed. Go ahead and put a little anti-seize on your screws. And screw the end plate back together. Now that we've replaced both membranes, we'll need to reset the membrane maintenance hours. To do so, leave your hoses disconnected and have water off. Go ahead and plug in your system to power. We'll first need to unlock the LCD display. To do this, press select and set together for 3 seconds to unlock. Once unlocked, hit select until you get to membrane hours. Press set until you reach reset hours and hold set and select for another 3 seconds until you see saved. And now your membrane hours are now reset. Now that you know everything about your Mobile Pro Mini, it's time to put it to use. So have fun and be safe out on the water.